Do I really care about how the fucking cat? Oh, that's so fucking pretty. Oh, this is no, that one looks like the one in Shrek. This is just too anime. Well, this is one that actually looks like too anime. Looks like Sailor Moons. I want to go for the blind cat. Did I choose something wrong? Enter your Palicos. I thought it was a fucking cat. We're gonna put him a name so original that you've never seen before. Alright. Look at that, I'm looking hot. Versus fire, versus thunder. Oh, you look cute. God damn it. Why are you so cute? Oh, look at that. No, that's too ugly. This one or that one, but it has more defense. Let's go with this one. What is it? It doesn't even have any defense.
Oh, one more thing. You're being timed. Good luck.
That character is gonna get really annoying down the line. First problem with this, you never bring this much stuff into a hunt. You have a lot of items. I'm guessing that they're giving you everything so in case you change weapons into a bow or anything, but look at all this shit. All of this is not necessary. And it doesn't seem like I'm able to put any of that in the box. This radial wheel or whatever. Yeah, I just fucking
mantle mitigates damage and reduces how much you react to getting hit.
yeah, I accidentally used that. I didn't actually want to use it. I didn't want it. But that's the problem with the wheel. Sometimes you use items by mistake. So this is more like it. This is the classic way of switching items and using them. But it's also, it has a slight problem in it, in the sense that you don't see the items that are on the wheel. So, and I don't know how to fix it. The item pouch doesn't seem to be able to put it in there. Rearrange, no. Item bar. Yeah, you can't. It doesn't seem like you're able to put any of the stuff that is on the wheel on the item pouch. Like this, I want the special items, I don't want them in here. I want them, whatever. Let's just keep on with the hunt. Now,
your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scout flies are taking you.
This fucking girl,
to keep tabs on monsters.
the handler, she never shuts the fuck up. All of the tips on quote that she's saying or she's giving you, normally they will tell you that in like a pre-mission select screen, and most of the time you never needed anything else. Now they highlight the area where maybe the monster is supposed to be, or at least where you can find some tracks for you to follow. I think that's very annoying, along with the scout flies. It just for some reason the beta, maybe the scout flies can be turned off in the main game.
Scout flies have found something. Go get a closer look.
I'm not gonna follow your advice, but the point is, the scout flies, they're in such a rush to get you through this beta. More so because they only give you 20 minutes to explore this map, which is not enough if you wanna like explore the mechanics of the game. The beta doesn't actually want you to do that. They just want you to kill the monster. They don't want you picking up items, crafting. I mean, that's a whole other issue that I have with the game, which is the crafting system. It's basically automatic. It just removes any kind of
you can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
See what I mean about the handler? I mean, I'm really hoping that this is just a tutorial thing and it's not something that is gonna be always like Morgana I mean Morgana, fucking Teddy in Persona 4. Because even when you're fighting a monster, the fucking handler is just like Teddy in Persona 4. She's like, oh, the monster is weakened, now's your chance to attack. And I'm like, I get it, you don't have to tell me. This is just too much of a it's more than just them giving you tips. It's more like they're just trying to state the obvious, and I don't like it. No, this whole thing, oh, the fucking wheel.
How goes the exploring? Try to piece together the monster's trail, then let the scout flies show you the way.
I want to turn off the scout flies. For the love of fuck, please shut the fuck up.
The monster is on the move. Use the scout flies as a guide as you go after it.
See what I mean? I didn't actually need the scout flies to find the monster. I was just exploring, following the footsteps. The music is good. The monster, the graphics, everything. The fucking cat, she's way too good. Oh, you can use items while running? Now the monsters, I've heard the complaint that they run away too much. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't, I don't know. In my personal opinion, they never actually run that often. For some reason, he's doing it a lot right now. I don't know what to make of this, since there's a lot of trees that have vines on them, and as you can see, the monster knocked it over, and the vines drop on top of him and he gets trapped in vines. It doesn't seem like it's something that you can rely on like too much, because there's only one tree per area, or at least that's what I've seen. But as long as someone doesn't find a way to spam them, I guess it's gonna be fine.
The monster's trapped in the vines. Now hit it with all you've got.
Okay, messed it up. That looks so weird. Now the jump attacks, I don't know about the jump attacks. They're mostly just gimmicks for a high powerful attack. The only downside that I see to this is that the monster is completely helpless while you are on top of it. I mean, he may try to knock you over by running into a wall, but as long as you move to another body part that is not gonna touch the wall, then you're completely fine. And this action doesn't seem to be draining any amount of stamina. I mean, the only time that I actually seen my stamina drain a little bit was when this monster goes into an animation when he's like trying to knock you over, like wiggling his body back and forth. But they just tell you that you have to press R2 in order to grab onto him, and you don't lose any stamina, or maybe you lose a little bit. But then you stab him with the carving knife like 15 times. All three monsters I've seen, it's more or less 15 times, and then they get stunned, they fall into the ground, and then you just wail on them like I'm doing right now. You just hit them a lot, and they get very, very weak in this state, and I just don't see like what it does seem like you cannot do this move that often. You can jump attack a lot, but only sometimes you can actually get on top of them. So maybe there's a cooldown for them, which probably is gonna get longer with stronger monsters, or at least I'm guessing and hoping so. See what I mean about the cat? He just healed me. Now for some reason Jargas is helping me out, which I think Morgana was able to subdue him or like taint him or whatever you want to call him. Something that I noticed is that the time it takes you to charge that first strike with the greatsword, it's a lot less than in the Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which it took me a little while to get used to, but we'll see. It may depend on the sword. The roars I don't like. They usually in the Monster Hunter series they give you a very powerful sound effect and animations to show you how strong their monster's roar was. In here it just feels weak. I remember there being 3 levels of roar attacks, and the more powerful the monster was, the more powerful the roar was. But so far in the beta, all feel like level 1 roars. So I'm hoping that's the case, because they only leave you deaf for a couple of seconds and they don't seem to be that intimidating. I didn't actually have the chance to look at the Rathalos roar, so maybe that was my fix. But the music does convey the status of the combat. Like, see how it calms down after he leaves? That's dynamic music, which I like. Oh, there's a Jargas in there.
That's not our target. We gotta stay focused on what's important.
Yeah, we gotta stay focused. Let's load up this.
Yeah, you've mounted the monster. Now's your chance to topple him.
I'm in his tail. This is just too much. I jump towards him for some reason. And you unlock a new area. And the monsters are fighting each other, which is good. I never actually seen that.
Monsters are fighting each other? Maybe we can use this to our advantage.
Got just bitch slapped. Oh, Jargas is a good friend. It's always Jargas. More attack power. But this is nice. I'm guessing this game is gonna be more and way more fun with people in it, because you can actually corner the monster and just make him. If you corner him, he's not gonna get away. Oh, you wanna sleep? You just. In here I put on the ghillie suit, which I'm not sure if it's overpowered or not, because it does give you a high resistance to damage, meaning that you don't flinch when the monster attacks you. It also reduces the amount of damage that you take. It gives you hearing protection. I think that's it. But there's other ones that basically let you move better when you're covered in mud or when you're walking on water, that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure if it's something like armor, something that you can craft and you just craft it once and you use it whenever you want, or is something that is finite that you have to craft every time before each mission. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's dead. Sorry if I was silent for a little while, but yeah.
All right, you completed the quest. Congrats.
I could take this off. It's way too OP. Now carving the monster, that can be used for many purposes. That was so weird. I don't know how to describe this experience. I mean, it's fun, but it definitely has some flaws. Mostly because of the heads-up display, the weapon wheel, or at least the item wheel. I want to be able to put the whetstone on the regular item switch horizontal line. Plus some other things, like I want to be able to take off some of the items, but I guess it's the beta, so they want to bombard you with all the kind of items. Like Mega Potion, this is not something that you are able to make just because of it. Oh, at least the Demon Drink. I mean, the Demon Drink is a high quality item that you have to do a lot of combining before you actually get there. So it's weird for me that you actually get that item right at the start. You get good weapons. The enemy doesn't have a lot of health. They get stunned easily. It seems like they're deceiving the players. Like they want to attract the attention of the casuals, which is not a bad idea, but it's gonna definitely deceive some players. Like I can see someone maybe already thinking that, oh, this is what the game is like. You just pick on monsters. The game provides all of the items and equipment for you, in a sense. I mean, not everything, but at least most of the items are already digested for you, so they're just gonna give it to you, like the demon drug, or the traps, or maybe even the cat. Like everything, they're gonna think that all of this is standard, but they're gonna be a little bit disappointed when they find out that your max health is gonna be lower, because this is the maximum amount of health that you can have. The beta is fixed so that you always have the highest amount of stamina and health, and you have infinite amount of whetstones. You have like a lot of stuff that a lot of players are gonna be looking for, and they're gonna have to learn it the hard way. This should have been a good tutorial like the one in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, when they actually teach you how to craft and how to fight small monsters, and then you move on to the bigger stuff. But I mean, there's already people complaining about the controls, but that's just casual complaints. So I don't know, I guess we'll see when the release comes.
Nothing can